Hello students, and welcome to the next lesson in our AS level economics course. Today we're going to be looking at unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment is the number of people in an economy's workforce who are willing and able to be seeking work, however they are not currently employed by the economy. So how do we calculate the unemployment rate? Well, the unemployment rate is the number of people who are unemployed divided by the total workforce. So for example, if we have 10 million people in a hypothetical economy that are unemployed, but the total workforce is 60, the unemployment rate will be 0.83. Now we're going to have a look at how we can measure unemployment. There are two main ways in which we can measure unemployment. The first is a claimant account, and this is the number of people who are going to be seeking benefits while they're looking for work in what we call frictional unemployment. So this basically states that if there are X amount of people that are seeking benefits, this should be the amount of people who are seeking work. Now the big problem with this is that not everyone who is unemployed is actually going to be seeking work, and people, when they are unemployed and they're between looking for jobs, they live off their savings. So the claimant account isn't always that great at looking at how many people are unemployed, but it is a useful account to use to look at the effects of unemployment and how much the government will be spending in order to correct unemployment. The labour force survey is the other way in which we can measure unemployment, and this is just a basic survey and a questionnaire given to adults in households and young adults of 16 to 24 who may be in education, simply asking them if they are employed. Then all of this is collected as a census type data, and then we can actually see the amount of people in our economy which are not currently actually employed. This can then allow us to see how much investment we need to spur in order to get to the point in which we can reduce this negative output gap, the negative output gap being the difference between full employment and our current employment levels, and how we can get it to be a positive output gap or correct the output gap at the very least. Now we're going to have a look at some of the problems with measuring unemployment. As we've stated, not everyone is going to claim benefits on the claimant account, so it doesn't work all of the time. And also part-time workers may or may not state that they're employed. Some people consider themselves employed if they are only working part-time. However, others may consider themselves that a part-time job is actually not a real form of employment. Also, black market employment goes unnoticed by the labour force survey, since of course you're working illegally, you're not going to want to put it down that you are currently employed. Also, young workers may not class themselves as employed if they're still in school. A lot of people juggle a part-time job and a schooling career at the same time, and if you are still in school and school is your main focus, a lot of people don't state that they're employed. Here are some questions on unemployment. Have a go at answering these on another sheet of paper by pausing the video, and then hit play whenever you're ready to see the answers. Here are the answers. If you got these right, congratulations. I'd advise you to move on to the next video, which will be on inflation. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.